what's up? So our today's video lecture is on facial muscles, and I'll be demonstrating all those muscles on my face. Yes, so it is gonna be super fun for you all to watch my those weird faces. Well, fun apart, the purpose of making this video is I want you guys to be thorough with facial muscles because being a dentist, this is our operating area. So all these muscles should be very much thorough with everybody. So this is what I think and this is the purpose of this video. I hope after seeing this video, you will know the muscles very correctly, and to know it more better, just go in front of your mirror and imitate it. Okay, whatever I'm doing in this video, imitate it, and I'm sure it will be fixed into your long-term memory forever. And one more thing, I love listening from you all. Your comments, your messages, it just overwhelms me. So please keep on writing and do let me know that how you felt about this fun come learning video. So now, any further ado, let's get started.
So the facial muscles or the muscles of the facial expression are subcutaneous muscles. They bring about different facial expressions and these have small motor units. Embryologically, they develop from the mesoderm of the second brachial arch. Therefore, they are supplied by facial nerve. And all of them are inserted into the skin. Okay, remember this. Now functionally, there are three openings situated on the face, okay, namely the palpebral fissures, the nostrils and the oral fissure. And each opening has a single sphincter and a variable number of dilators. So this is how the classification of facial muscle works, okay. First there are three openings and around all these three openings, we have particular muscles which we will study. Starting with the muscles of eyelid or orbital opening. First muscle which we have is corrugator supercilii, okay. The vertical lines in forehead as in frowning, as you can see in my face, okay. So the origin of this muscle is medial end of superciliary arch and it is inserted into the skin of mid eyebrow. The second muscle is orbicularis oculi. So orbicularis oculi is divided into three parts. The orbital part on and around the orbital margin, okay. Second is palpebral part into the lids, and third is lacrimal part, lateral and deep to lacrimal sac. Now this each part has a particular action, okay. See, the orbital part protects the eye from bright light. Wind and rain cause forceful closure of eyelid. And the palpebral part closes lids gently, as in blinking or sleeping. So this is done by palpebral part of orbicularis oculi, and remaining lacrimal part, it dilates the lacrimal sac for sucking of lacrimal fluid into the sac. Muscles around the nasal opening, we have four muscles: procerus, compressor nares, dilator nares and depressor septi, okay. So procerus, see, what does procerus causes? It causes transverse wrinkles, as you can see, okay. And compressor nares forms the nasal aperture and basically compressed nasal aperture. Whereas dilator nares, as the name suggests, nasal aperture dilated. And depressor septi, it pulls the nose inferiorly, okay. Now coming to the muscles around the lips. The first muscle is orbicularis oris and it is very important muscle while recording the maxillary and mandibular impressions in edentulous mouth, right? So see here, orbicularis oris has two different parts. Intrinsic part, which is a very thin sheet, and extrinsic part, it is formed by converging muscles, okay. So what does orbicularis oris do? It closes lip and protrudes lip. And numerous extrinsic muscles make it most versatile for various types of grimaces, okay, as you can see. Yeah, please guys don't laugh, okay. I'm making this video more funful and intention is to learn with fun, okay. So the origin of our orbicularis oris is superior incisivis from the maxilla and inferior incisivis from the mandible, and it gets inserted into the angle of the mouth, okay. Now coming to the buccinator muscle, which is the muscle of the cheek. Okay, it is pierced by parotid duct and buccal branch of mandibular nerve. This is very important. Okay, two structures, parotid duct and mandibular nerve. Now what does buccinator do is it flattens cheek against gums and teeth, and it prevents accumulation of food in the vestibule, and this is the whistling muscle. Origin and insertion of buccinator is very important. Okay, so buccinator is having three different fibers. Upper fibers which originate from maxilla opposite molar teeth. Okay, and its insertion of upper fiber is straight to the upper lip. Lower fibers of buccinator originate from mandible opposite molar teeth, and lower fiber get inserted into the lower lip. So it is simple. Upper fiber from upper molar teeth and gets inserted into upper lip, and lower fiber originate from lower molar teeth and get inserted into lower lip. Now the middle fibers, they originate from pterygomandibular raphe, and the middle fibers decussate. Okay, they do not have proper insertion, but they decussate. Now levator labii superioris aliquae nasi. Okay, the name is bit longer, but it is very easy. Okay, it originates from frontal process of maxilla, and it gets inserted into upper lip and alar cartilage of nose. Dilates the nostril, okay, and lifts the upper lip. Zygomaticus major and zygomaticus minor. Now zygomaticus major pulls the angle upward laterally, as in smiling. So this action is done by zygomaticus major, and zygomaticus minor simply elevates the upper lip. Origin of zygomaticus major is from the posterior aspect of lateral surface of zygomatic bone, and it gets inserted at the skin at the angle of the mouth. Now coming to the two very confusing muscles, levator labii superioris and levator anguli oris. See guys, levator anguli oris is this muscle over here, okay, and levator labii superioris is this muscle. Okay, so as the name suggests, when there is anguli in the name, okay, so this is forming the angle, right? So this is our levator anguli oris muscle, and levator labii superioris, it is quite upside, okay, from our upper lip. So now what is the action of this muscle? They elevate the upper lip and forms nasolabial groove. We will see its action in the video, okay? See here. It elevates the upper lip and forms the nasolabial groove, okay? While forming the complete denture, there is increased importance of this nasolabial groove. We don't want to deepen this groove, and neither we want that the area around the lip gets stretched. When you give enough thickness to your denture borders, you can get proper nasolabial groove. Now the depressor anguli oris and depressor labii inferioris muscle, okay? As we studied about the levator anguli oris, so here depressor anguli oris is this muscle, lower muscle, okay, which is depressor anguli oris muscle, and depressor labii inferioris is this muscle, okay. Beneath the anguli oris is depressor labii inferioris muscle. Now what is the action of this muscle? It draws the angle of mouth downwards and laterally. That's it. Now mentalis muscle, okay. It originates from mandible inferior to the incisor teeth and it gets inserted into the skin. Now what is the action of mentalis muscle? It elevates and protrudes lower lip, as in wrinkle skin on chin. Now here you can see lot many muscles, but where we have to focus is on risorius, okay. This is a risorius muscle over here. So it originates from fascia on the masseter muscle, and it gets inserted into the skin at the angle of the mouth, and its action is to retract the angle of the mouth, right? So as we have this great picture in front of us, let's talk about modiolus, okay. See here you can see the modiolus muscle. You guys can also feel it at the corner of the mouth. If you touch it with your finger, you can feel a nodule like at the corner of the mouth, okay. That is your modiolus, and there are 5 muscles interlacing to form the modiolus. And which 5 muscles are this? Zygomaticus major, risorius, and depressor anguli oris, okay. So these 5 muscles form a nodule, thick nodule, which you could also feel it. That is our modiolus. Now the last muscle which remains in our face is platysma, okay. So see here, what does it do? It releases pressure of skin on the subjacent veins. It depresses the mandible and pulls the angle of the mouth downward, as in horror or fright, which is our platysma. Now its origin is upper part of pectoral and deltoid fascia, and fibers run upward and medially, okay, and its insertion is anterior fibers to the base of the mandible and posterior fibers to the skin of the lower face and lip, and it may be continuous with the risorius. This was all about it, and now I'm very excited to know how you guys felt it after watching this video. Was it helpful or not? Please do let me know, and if you have seen video till now, then please hit the like button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.